Hi guys, how have you been? Happy 2023. It's a really long time since I posted a video speaking about job opportunities abroad. But if you've been on Twitter, you know we've been interacting every day. If you've been looking at my shorts and some of the videos that I did of the recent the recent travel that I did, then you know that we're all doing okay. The dream is still on, and yeah, it's a long time since I spoke about job opportunities abroad, and it's not because they're not there. They're still there. I was in Kenya. It's now like 2 weeks since I came back, and the flights that I took to Kenya and from Kenya, just full of Kenyans. Kenyans who've applied for opportunities abroad, Kenyans who are going to study, Kenyans who are going to like start their new jobs, those who are married and they're visiting their families. And yeah, it's a big number of people who are flying every day. So if you've had the dream and you feel like, oh my goodness, nothing is happening, I need maybe to do something else, keep the dream alive. You never know when it's going to come through. As always, my advice is continue doing what you're doing where you are. Be hardworking at it as you keep on opening your eyes and seeing what's happening out here. I don't mean stop your life and literally start like, oh, I want to go to this country and I don't want to work here. No, life still has to continue where you are. And yeah, unfortunately, like the reality is some of the people that you will encounter when you're applying for jobs probably haven't worked with Africans. They've not worked with someone from outside their country, so like they're not really exposed to whether we're intelligent, whether we know how to speak English. Like it's crazy, but yeah, it's funny how like some people literally have no idea what happens outside. um, but sometimes as you apply for these jobs, you do meet a good person. And I've seen, like, there's a friend of mine who was telling me the person who gave her the job that she applied for was actually someone who traveled to Kenya, um, and she'd seen how life is there. So like the person knows what happens out there. So when you apply and they see, oh, this person is from this country, oh, they're from India, they're from Kenya, they're from Nigeria, I've been there. So like sometimes it takes you meeting an employer who's open-minded for you to be able to get the opportunity that you're applying for. So when you apply for this, just keep in mind that there are many factors that affect whether you're going to get the job or not. It's not just about your CV. You don't have a bad CV. Chances are you have one of the best CVs. So don't doubt yourself. Just have confidence. If they do call you for an interview, have the confidence to attend. Do your research very well before you attend the interview, and hopefully you should be able to get something soon. For the people who are looking for non-skilled work in Canada, there's been recent updates coming up, and they're giving you the opportunity to upload your CV so that the employer can actually have a look and see this person suits the skills most. Because you know what, guys, like the reality is, I know it's very difficult to understand when you're from a country where we don't have jobs. There are actually more jobs than people in some of these countries outside where we are, and it's just because their systems have probably like worked in their favor rather than ours, where there's lots of us, and the opportunities are not so many for those who don't have connections. But out there are job opportunities for everyone. It's just that connecting the employer to the employee is where the discord comes in, where this person wants you who has the exact set of skills you have. You need the job, but it's just you two meeting that. That's where the problem comes in. And that's why I always encourage you to apply to as many opportunities as you can in a day, and see what comes back. If nothing comes back, you tried. If something comes back, you tried. So sometimes there's nothing wrong with you. Some people will be like, oh, is it because of this, is it because of that? No. And also there's this new update where like job opportunities are favoring people who are already in the country, and that's not exactly great for some of us who cannot afford to travel and go to those countries. who don't have someone over there. So as much as you're applying for the jobs, try to also have a community of people who have the same dream as you. So for example, if I had a friend that I've been hustling with and we've been applying for jobs together, if one of us gets to go, then they can invite me. Hopefully they can invite me as well. If you get to go, remember to send the ladder back so that the other person is also able to go. So this comes in with us having a community of people who've immigrated, who actually have a network of people who can host another person. And if you're hosted, you would need to actually be like loyal, be trustworthy, because there are so many things that happen in the world and they're not so nice. So it makes people fear having strangers around their family. But I just hope we all get to a point where we don't have that sort of like jealousy, and we have this attitude of helping each other. And sometimes when you meet someone and you have that attraction, I don't mean like sexual or romantic, but you sort of like just know this person is going to be one of my good friends. And when you have that, it sort of like helps you have this network and support system around you where they can also recommend someone. There's also like this there's a website that I gave some time back where you can book a place where you go and stay, because some people can afford to do these things. They can afford to actually move over there, find work from there, leave, and then get the work visa to go back. So yeah, there are those systems that are favoring people who are already in the country, but there are others that are just willing to take on a person as long as you're good, as long as you show that you've got the initiative to work. So I don't want you to give up on that. And yeah, so if you could just comment on this video with the name of the country that you would like me to speak about. I'm fully back on now, and I'll try to be posting as many videos as I can. So we'll keep talking about the countries that we've spoken about. I've heard about job opportunities in Dubai. There are job opportunities in places like what's the name of that other one that I always see in my company? There's Chennai in India. There's Brunei. I think I spoke about this on Twitter. Darussalam, I hope that's how you say it. There's job opportunities in Brisbane, Australia. So like depending on the role that you would like to get, please get online and get looking for these jobs. I'm going to be doing my best to provide you with the websites where you can go and try, because sometimes I find when I post a specific link to a job, it then becomes overloaded with the number of people who apply, and eventually the recruiter sometimes would just get bombarded, and they don't really like give the CVs the attention that they deserve. So if I give you like a general website where you can go and actually have a look, please do that. Get in there, get yourself looking, see what suits you as a person. But then if I post something that's specific to a certain job, if you don't have the qualifications for that, maybe you can leave it for someone else who's got the qualification. And yeah, you never know. The more people who are employed, the better it is for the world. And yeah, so let me know your thoughts. Let me know like what you would like me to speak about. It's a new year for me in February, almost March. Yeah, and I hope to be interacting more with you and to catch up just as before. And the energy is still there to make sure that as many people as possible are exposed to opportunities, because poverty is the enemy. So yeah, see you next time, guys. Bye bye.